What is going on today, guys? My name's Alex. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special video. As you guys can see as I flip the camera around, I am in this old Massey Ferguson tractor, and she's strapped up here because she's on a trailer in front of my 2022 Ram 2500 Power Wagon, and we are doing some frickin' towing today, so stay tuned. So like I said, we're going to be towing today with this beautiful Power Wagon truck, and we're going to see if this thing can tow. There are rumors that the Power Wagon sucks at towing because the towing numbers are so low. This truck's only rated for about 10,800 pounds. In comparison to normal 2500s, it's quite low. Your normal Ram 2500 with a gas engine is rated for about 17,000 pounds with the 410 gears, which this truck has. So you know, you're almost, well, over 6,000 pounds less of towing, and most 1500s actually have a higher towing number than this. So we are going to put this baby to the test with this old Massey Ferguson tractor here. So this tractor with the bucket setup here weighs about 7,000 pounds. That tractor weighed more than what we originally thought. This trailer weighs about 3,500 pounds. So we're coming in about 10,500 pounds. So we are right up there, right up against the max towing capacity of this truck. We got a little bit of wiggle room just, you know, to keep it safe and make sure that we are still well within our limits of this truck. We don't want to actually truly go overboard here because we are going to go out on the roads, and well, that's how you avoid your insurance.
Hey, that thing got a Hemi?
You're goddamn right, she's got the Hemi, boy. Whee! Now, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we had to put the truck in four-wheel drive just to pull this trailer out of the mud here. So I'll show you a clip of that, pulling her out of the mud. Grace, what's your hourly rate, buddy? They're bending like crazy. Keep coming.
I'm gonna lower this down a bit.
You're gonna, yeah, keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, stop there.
What do you see under there, cowboy? I'm doing this wrong, but I don't care.
So we're up here in beautiful Muskoka, and we're gonna take this truck and trailer on some nice scenic roads here, see how this truck drives. There's some hilly areas here, and it'll be interesting to see how this truck handles its max towing capacity. We gotta flip these mirrors up, baby, because we are now towing. God, she looks good. All right, we are towing, and this thing feels, she feels heavy, I'm not gonna lie.
What's she feel behind?
She feels heavy. So we've taken a little break here. Beautiful lake again. We're in Muskoka, wonderful area here. But the truck is actually performing pretty well. I mean, you can definitely tell there's something behind it, and there is quite a bit of body roll, which is expected with this soft suspension. But in terms of power, I mean, it's not necessarily fast, but there is plenty of power pulling. You know, this driveline's rated for much more weight, so that's kind of to be expected. What's important is that I feel very comfortable driving this truck with this load here. I don't feel nervous. I can just drive the truck normally, which is the most important thing. Let's see if she holds 80 up this hill here.
Big downshift. Just pegged at 3,500.
That's enough for a gas engine, guys.
You can hear the engine roar. That's all engine. So yeah, $4,000 now. As we're cresting the hill at 85.
Not bad. She held 80 pretty good. Didn't even have to cross $4,000. Not too shabby. So as you guys can see, our coolant temp, our oil temp, and our trans temp is in perfect conditions. And we're starting to get a little bit hilly here, and you know, with the 2500 platform, everything just stays so nice and cool, because with the Ram 2500s, with the 6.4 Hemi, it's a completely redesigned cooling system. The transmission cooler is significantly bigger than your Ram 1500, as well as an onboard oil cooler, which is not even on a 1500. So our temps are staying perfectly cool with the max towing capacity behind us, which is impressive. So I'm sure, as you guys can hear, we are going to now tow that same weight with an actual truck that's meant to tow. Good old 3rd gen Cummins. This thing is a powerful truck. My buddy Travis here, great fishing YouTube channel.
Go check out TMB up north if you're bored.
We'll link that down in the description for you guys. But we are uploading the big boy tune to this Cummins. He's got a little bit of work done under the hood here. Big turbo. He's a diesel mechanic, so you know, it's set up here. Tranny's built. We'll see how easy this thing tows in comparison to the Power Wagon. Kind of comparing apples to oranges, but it'll just be fun, so we're gonna do it. Here we go, we're taking off. Like, there's nothing to it. Wow, that makes a big difference. This thing just pulls so much easier, but that's what it's meant to do. So I can't hate on the Power Wagon. It had plenty of power, it was fine. But like this truck, I know it's a 3rd gen Cummins, but this truck is still rated to tow about 16,000 pounds. So, you know, having 10,000 pounds behind it, it's just kind of middle of the road for this truck. And it really shows it. There is quite a bit of difference, which is crazy. All right, guys, so it is the next morning. We got the tractor safely unloaded from the trailer, but as I mentioned, that tractor weighed more than what we originally thought. So originally we thought this Massey Ferguson 65 weighed right around 4,500 pounds. And then with the loader attachment here, that was another like 1,800 pounds. So that's kind of what the internet was saying. So we figured they'd be right around like 6,500, 6,400 pounds. And then obviously our trailer outside there weighed right around 35. So that gave us just about 10,000 pounds, give or take. And that's kind of right where I wanted to be, because that would give us some leadway for air, given that the truck's max towing capacity is 10,800 pounds. So I was perfectly comfortable with that. But it was strange because previously I towed 8,200 pounds with my Power Wagon and felt fine, no big deal. But having this tractor on that trailer, just kind of bombing around the driveway here, just turning it around, like it felt way heavier, and not just like, you know, 1,600 pounds heavier. It felt like there was like, you know, a lot more weight back there. Now the other thing that was suspicious was these tires. So these are E-load rated tires. They're actually stronger rated tires than the tires on my truck. And so when they first loaded the tractor on, these things were squatting pretty good. We pumped them up with air up to 70 psi, and these things were still squatting pretty heavily for, you know, E-rated tires. And the final kind of nail in the coffin here is that you guys might or may not be able to see this, but this hitch is actually bent slightly. So I saw that and I was like, there's no way that tractor weighed what we thought it weighed, because this hitch, so that says 8 tons. You guys probably can't see that because of the sun. Anyways, this thing is rated for 8 tons. This ball is only a 12,000 pound ball, but this coupler is rated for 8 tons, which is 16,000 pounds. And there's no way that that thing would bend like that with just, you know, 10,000 pounds. So really digging and doing some research last night. Apparently, this bare bones tractor weighs right around 4,500 pounds, but this tractor can also be ballast, meaning that there's weight in the rear tires. I believe they're calcium filled, and that would make sense because it's a loader variation, which you would want some ballast in the back here. So the bare bones tractor could weigh up to 9,200 pounds with ballasted rear wheels, and additionally the loader attachment 1,800 pounds. You know, we're talking this tractor could have allegedly weighed 11,000 pounds potentially. To me, that makes a little bit more sense from what we saw. That would mean that our trailer could have potentially allegedly weighed 14,500 pounds potentially. If that's the case, I think it just makes it even more impressive that the Power Wagon, you know, it felt like there was a load behind it. I wouldn't say it was struggling by any means. I felt very comfortable behind the wheel. I felt safe. I felt very in control. However, you could tell the truck was working pretty hard. So all in all, we may have potentially, allegedly, overloaded the Power Wagon's max towing capacity by about 4,000 pounds. And the truck did perfect, did very well. You know, drove at 80 kilometers an hour without issue, climbing some hills. Now, we did not intend to do this because if the trailer was overloaded, that would void your insurance, that would void your warranty if something were to break. And so that was not the plan, but unfortunately that may be what happened there. And when you guys are towing stuff, always make sure you're within the limits and the numbers of your truck, trailer, and all that fun stuff. So don't be like me. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to leave that thumbs up. And if you like cool stuff like this, don't forget to subscribe. Like I always say, we got a bunch of cool stuff planned with this Power Wagon. Anyways, enough of me. We'll see you in the next frickin' video.